Hello, I'm back again with another chit chat, girl talk, answering questions, whatever you want to call it. I'm back with that. But first, I want to start off by saying, be who you are for your pride. Does anybody read ACOTAR? And if you do you like it? I read it like a year ago. I read the first book. I read A Court of Thorn and Roses. That's the first book. I read that. And then I tried to read the second one. I got like a few chapters in and I was just like, this is boring to me. I don't know. It was boring to me. So I'm rereading the first book and I still love the first book. The first book is like so good. I'm rereading it. And I have the second book. I'm going to try to just like push through because they're like, you just have to push through. And so I'm like, I'm pushing through. So what is your experience with ACOTAR? Like I said, I have not read past like the first few chapters of the second book. So don't spoil it. But if you have read it, what is your tea on it? Like if you could rate the whole series like a 1 through a 10, 10 being the highest, of course, what would you rate it? I went on my Instagram and put like a little thing. It was like, you know, I want to do another sit down talk video. So like, what should I talk about? What y'all want to hear about? You know, give me some questions. And the people gave me a lot of questions. What's your favorite part of being a creator? I would say that my favorite part of being a creator is the community. Like, I love that since I am such a small creator, I get to like interact with people a whole lot more. And I really love that about being a creator. Like I just love the community. I feel like if I was a bigger community, if I was a bigger, you know, TikToker, Instagram or whatever, I wouldn't have as much like I would have people commenting, but I wouldn't be able to like get to everybody. And now like as small as I am, I feel like a very personal level to every person that comments on my videos, every person that likes my videos. I feel like a really personal level to them. And like, I feel like we all friends. Like, I feel like we could have a big sleepover. And I love that. That's my favorite part about being a creator. Just making friends and making, you know, content creator friends. That's my favorite part. How do you maintain living by yourself financially? Girl. I don't know. And you know what? My answer might sound crazy. But it is the sheer will of the Lord. It is the sheer will of the Lord that has me like living alone financially. I have basically been sort of kind of living on my own since I was like 18. And it is the sheer will of the Lord. It's very hard living alone. The economy, this system is not made for you to live alone. That's why they tell you like wait till you get married to move in, or wait till you know like in some type of partnership with like a roommate or something, because it is hard trying to pay bills for a place all by yourself. Trust, okay? And it also depends on what kind of bills you have. Like if you don't have a car maybe and car insurance and all that, maybe it might be a bit easier, but yeah, depending on what the bills are, girl, it's difficult. So I can't even sit here and say that I be maintaining it necessarily. But it's the will of God, and it is just budgeting. If you like tight on money, budget. That is like the best thing you could ever do. Budget your money out, and don't go beyond that budget. Like if you know you said you was only gonna spend $50 on outside food this week, stick to that and make sure you allocate money for like savings and all of that. Trust, okay? Without a budget, I don't know where I would be. How long have you and your boyfriend been together? May 23rd was our 2-year anniversary. So we've been together for 2 years. Where did y'all meet? We met on Twitch. It is a gaming platform. Well, you can do anything on there really, but it's meant to be a gaming platform. And I was playing Fortnite, and he came into my chat and asked to play. And the rest was history. We didn't start dating then, but, you know, that's how we became friends and then eventually dated. Besides your partner, who is someone that you can run to when you just want to talk? I would say my best friend, Tatiana. She is amazing. She's somebody that I feel like I can tell her anything, and she is going to listen to me. And also, she doesn't, you know how some people kind of like just talk about what you want to hear? Like, they only tell you what you want to hear. She doesn't do that. She gonna tell me what I need to hear. She gonna be like, bitch, you fucking up. She gonna tell me if I'm fucking up. She gonna tell me if I'm doing the right thing. She's not going to just give me basic answers just for the sake of you're my friend and I don't want to beef with you. She gonna tell me what's up. And I love that. I also have 2 other best friends, Allie and Kendra. I feel like I can talk to them about anything as well. So that is who I run to. If I need to like just really spill out my guts. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really the type of person to do that. I kind of keep everything, you know, to myself. My partner is the only person who I truly like spill to. What did you major in school? Law. I have a Bachelor of Science, no, a Bachelor of Arts in law. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? In 5 years, I see myself married and starting, like getting a start in my career as a marriage and family therapist. Probably still in an apartment. By 10 years, I would hope that I have a actual house, like my own property. And deep into my marriage and family therapy career, maybe having enough clientele to try and open up my own practice, like building my clientele. 15 years from now, I'll be 41. Oh, goodness gracious. 15 years from now, definitely want to have my own practice. Definitely want to be in a home, like in my own home, and just living happy married life. Maybe have a child by then. Maybe adopt. I don't want to have a child like vaginally. I would like to adopt. Or be a foster parent. I think foster parent would be more up my route. What made you get into makeup? So I'm going to refer back. If you haven't seen my previous video, I did a video talking about like, you know, being social media pretty, like being conventionally pretty and all of that. I didn't feel pretty. I'm going to be honest, that now I do feel pretty, and like now I just do makeup because it's fun. But I simply felt hideous. And I saw, you know, after practicing a few times, I was like, damn, I'm really good at this shit. And when I would put it on, I would feel so beautiful. And so that's what made me get into makeup, just wanting to look like a bad bitch. You get what I'm saying? That's what made me get into makeup. Excuse me. But now it's like a therapy, just sitting there doing my face, like watching everything blend out. It's just therapeutic to me. What do you do when you are stressed? I really like to read. I feel like reading is a big escape for me. Or I clean also. When I'm really stressed, I clean. I stress clean. I'm that person. It's something about scrubbing. It got to be something scrubbing. It's something about scrubbing that just gets that anger and that stress out of you. I don't know. It just does. So, yes, that's what I do when I am stressed. Do you prefer talking about your emotions or keeping them bottled in? It depends on the person. It really depends on who I'm talking to. So, like, if I speak to you about something that I feel one time and you dismiss it, you know, anything to make me feel like uncomfortable about speaking to you about it, I will never talk to you about that shit again. But if you provide an open space for me to express myself, to express my feelings, I'm definitely one to open up. I'm pretty much an open book. But I'm also not stupid. I'm not going, you know, continuously open up to somebody who don't give a damn. You get what I'm saying? But other than that, yes, I do prefer talking about my emotions. I do prefer. I think you should, because it's not healthy to keep that shit all bottled in. Man or the bear? Y'all, I used to say man. I ain't gonna, like, when they first ever started talking about that topic, I said a man, because I'm simply thinking about survival. I'm simply like, why would I want a bear? Why would I want to be stuck in the woods with a bear that's gonna eat me? You know what I'm saying? I would prefer to be stuck in the woods with a man, like, because he won't eat me. But then, you know, I thought about it, and, you know, my boyfriend was talking to me about it, and I was like, and my boyfriend was like, you know what a bear is going to do. A bear is going to try to attack you, but that's going to be simply it. They're going to try to attack you. A man is unpredictable. And then that's when I started thinking of all the reasons that a man is unpredictable. You know, you stuck in the woods with a man, he's a man. He might try to fill you up. Or let's say it ain't no food around. he might try to eat you, you know, which still is basically, the bear gonna eat you too. The bear gonna try to eat you too, but it's at least you know a bear's instincts. You know that their instinct is to attack you. You can try to hide, you can try to run, or you at least know that the inevitable death is coming to you. But with a man is so unpredictable. You don't know what he could do. He could try to trap you, so the bear he could try to trap you. He could try to do anything. Like, so I prefer to be in the woods with the bear. Top 5 books that I have read. Okay, y'all, I am a reader, okay? I'm always reading. I've recently, since I got with my boyfriend, started getting into reading manga, which is booked anime. I call it booked anime. And so lately, I just got done reading Fruits Baskets. That's actually one of my favorite series. I just got done reading that, and now I'm watching the anime for it. So yeah, it's 23 books, I believe. Yeah, and it's really good. And then I really do, y'all, the Bridgerton series. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. But I'm loving that. I have not, of course, finished the series, but I am loving the series so far. I'm on the second book. I haven't even started reading the second book. I've read the first book with Daphne and the Duke. Yeah, what was the Duke's name? They always just call him the Duke. What was his name? Hastings. Hastings, wasn't it? Was it Hastings? I don't know. Anyway. Sailor Moon. The Sailor Moon series, top notch. I've been loving Sailor Moon since I was a kid. You can never get me off of Sailor Moon, okay? And I'm gonna be honest, I don't even like Sailor Moon for the plot. Well, I do. Let me not say that. I do like Sailor Moon for the plot. But it's for Tuxedo Mask. Her and Tuxedo Mask go together real bad in my head. And I know they go together real bad on the show, but in my head, they go together even better, okay? We said Bridgerton, we said Fruits Baskets, we said Sailor Moon. The Twilight Series. I'm always going to be down bad for the Twilight Series. I'm sorry, okay? Love it. Read it in a week. Read the whole series in a week. And then last but not least, the King of Greed series. I am going to make sure I link all of these series in the description box so you can like read about like what they're about and stuff. King of Greed, I would have to put at like, maybe people haven't heard of that one. I know y'all have heard of Bridgerton, Sailor Moon, Fruit. Maybe you've heard of Fruits Baskets, and I know you've heard of Twilight. But King of Greed is by Anna Huang. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. And I think there's only 3 books out. She just came out with the 3rd book. She either just came out with the 3rd or the 4th. I've only read the first 2. And they are really, really good. I don't even think it's called King of Greed series. I think the series itself is called King of Sin. And I know that sounds terrible to the Christians. I love God. It's not. I'm telling you, the book is not terrible. There's sin in the book because, technically fornicating is a sin. But there's no one's killing anyone. No one's doing none of that. Like it's just romance. It's romance. I think the first book is enemies to lovers, and the second one is more like a friends to lovers type. I want to say, but it's so good, you guys. You must read it. Get it on Kindle. Or you can be like me and find the free PDF online. Do that. But yeah, those are my top 5 favorite series. I can talk about books all day, y'all. Actually, when I finally move and get into like where I'm gonna be at for a while, I actually want to start a book club, like an in-person book club, because I love to read. Or just like I love getting recommendations. But the thing is, I can only read romance. I can't read action. I can't read. It just bores the daylights out of me. And maybe that's why ACOTAR is low-key boring me, because it's not like a whole lot of romance in the first book. Is like a slow burn to me. It seems like kind of like it was kind of a fast burn in terms of like the reading, in terms of like the story itself, but like it didn't happen till way towards close to the end of the book. And so I'm just like, I like romance, so it's hard for me to read stuff that's not romantical, but I can watch stuff that's not romantical. So anyway, if you got any romance books inspirations, recommendations, let me know. But that is all the questions that I have for this video. I'm gonna do another. This video is more of like a in-depth like chit chat video. The rest of the questions are kind of like this or that, would you rather type questions. So I'm gonna do that in a whole separate video. But I'm sorry I came on this camera looking ghetto as hell with the bonnet on, but look here, I got Bantu knots in my hair and I'm just not ready to take them out just yet. So but I thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you like. Yeah, don't go away from this video without liking it. Comment down below. You know, let's have a chat in the comments. What's your favorite books? What things do you like? You know, where do you see yourself in a few years? You know, answer some of the questions in the comments if you want. I'm not even gonna put a question at the end of this video because you can answer some of the questions in the comments. Yeah, do that. And I love you guys, and I will catch you in my next one. Mwah.